People with any underlying conditions, chronic pain or disability should speak with their surgeon or a doctor before starting exercise. Hello darlings. So this exercise workout is a bit different. It is purely for your thumb. If you are a mommy, you might have developed mommy thumb, which I have. However, people also develop this due to texting too much. It's a bit weird. You'd have to text quite a lot, I'd imagine, for this kind of pain, but so be it. Yes, this pain is caused by what they call
Quervain's tenosynovitis.
Not even going to try and pronounce that. So if you develop this pain, it is a tendon pain. It feels like it is from your thumb shooting up your wrist and up your forearm even. Tendon is getting painful from holding the baby, constantly carrying the baby around. So here are a couple of exercises to stretch it out and to relieve some of that tension and hopefully relieve some of your pain. It does definitely help for me. I am going to show doing one arm, however I have it in both. If you do, simply rewind the video and watch it again while repeating the exercises for the other side. What's great about this is that you can do it while holding your baby. Let's do the first exercise. You're going to lay your hand flat on its back and you're simply going to bring your thumb, you're going to stretch it up and over. So you're going to bring it from the outside and you're going to bring it in towards your palm. We're going to do this 15 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move on to the next exercise. You're going to flip your hand over so that your palm is flat and you're going to lift your thumb as high up as you can, but before pain. We do not want to aggravate it, so you want to do this before it gets too painful. Admittedly, it was a bit painful for me because the tendonitis is just so bad. I'm going to do this 15 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Next, we're going to grab a weight. If you don't have a weight, you can grab a can of beans. That will work too. You're going to hold on to that. What you're going to do is just have your wrist out. You're just going to lift that weight by bending only your wrist. You want to try not to use your forearm muscles, and you're going to bring your hand up. So you're going to bend it down and up and down and up, and we're going to do this 15 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Next exercise, we are going to once again use the weight or the can of beans. However, we are going to have it now with our hand facing up. And you're going to flex at the wrist. Try not to use your forearm. Try not to use your inner arm. Try not to use your hand. You want to use your wrist. You're going to bring that weight up and down and up and down. We're going to do this 15 times again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Well done. Next exercise we're going to do again is with the weight. This is the last one we're going to do with the weight or the can of beans. We're going to start off holding the weight with our thumb facing up. You're then going to stretch your thumb forward so that you're basically stretching out that tendon of your thumb as far as possible. Again, you do not want to feel any pain, so you're going to stretch this out. Try not to use your forearm, try to purely use your wrist. Stretch 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There are 3 more exercises. If this is getting painful, please stop immediately. We're going to put our hand on a flat surface again. And now you're going to bring your thumb and your pinky together to try touch them and release your hand as far as possible. It was very difficult for me to flatten my hand completely, so you can see it don't go as flat as what I should. However, it does get a bit better as the exercise progresses and obviously as everything loosens up. Again, we're going to do this 15 times. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Second last exercise. You want to take a elastic band. I don't have elastic bands, however I did find a hair scrunchie from once upon a time when I had slightly longer hair. That will work perfect. You're going to put it around the tips of your finger and you're going to stretch your fingers open. Try to avoid any pain. You might need to readjust it as the elastic slips off. You're going to open as far as possible. I'm going to do this 15 times. 3, 2, and 1. And the last exercise we're going to do, you're going to take something soft and squishy. I happen to have a child's toy, and you're going to just squeeze it as tight as possible. I'm going to squeeze it 15 times, crunch it up as tight as possible. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant, well done. My thumb was feeling so good that I could have entered in some thumb wars. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!